No, I'm good to go. Shut up.
You're fucking around.
Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.
And Jeremy's not available right now.
Let's start this again. Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.
Kevin's rude. And I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Kevin. I'm not rude. I was ready to go. You got up and you decided to do your washing.
You flipped the bird at me.
I flipped many birds.
Extremely rude.
I flipped a bird. How was your week?
My week was good. I won Dad of the Week last week, so I get to keep my trophy mug.
Alright.
Which I'm really proud of.
Do you use that when I'm not here?
No, it's only for...
You should be gloating. You should be holding that with pride everywhere you go.
I mean, yes.
Big Daddy, though. So, because we're big? Alright.
Big in terms of greatness, not in terms of size.
Enormous Daddy. So, what did you do this week?
I worked a bunch. Mostly just work. It's been a big work week.
Oh, really?
Yep. And editing a cooking episode we've got coming out soon. Another one.
Many talking in it, I believe.
Yeah, it's a long one. I need to cut a lot of stuff. It's
Sucko, bucko.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So much more work than the pod. Easiest edit in the world. Last week you still messed it up.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at it. Well, no, I did. But I got distracted by having to go and have dinner and be your dad and do dad things.
Well, you got more time to edit this one.
Yeah, I
thankfully.
do. Well, no, because... So, I had the week off, because that's just how my roster goes.
Yeah.
How good is that? Every 5 weeks, I get a week off.
Yeah. Every 1 week, I get a week off.
No, because then you're full-time dadding.
Yeah, but you're full-time dadding when you're...
You're a piece of shit, you know that? That sucks. Yeah, alright, well, no wonder you're so relaxed all the time. Everyone else in the world is struggling, busy as, and you're like, don't have to work this week, and my daughter goes to school, so I've got 6 hours free every single day.
Yep.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Whereas me... Oh, Kevin, do you want to come hang out? No, I can't. I am forever doing things. Or I'm working. Yeah. Actually, no, I never work more than 4 days in a row. It's the best job in the world.
You never work more than 4 days in a row.
Yeah. I never work more than 4 days in a row.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I do work 7 days in a row.
Yeah, well...
Sometimes 8.
Yeah, see? What a loser.
Nice.
Well, yeah, all right. Well, see, and I never work more than 4 days in a row, and it's the best job ever. And then every 5 weeks I get a full week off.
You have to work overnight sometimes, though.
I love it.
Yeah, I do like late shifts, actually.
And because of the type of work it is, I'm either working really, really, really hard, or...
Napping.
I'm playing my Switch.
Yeah.
Now, there's one guy who naps all the time, and I'm like, man, that's the best.
Mm.
Because the thing is, it's call work.
Yeah.
So the second the phone rings, he's up and ready to go. And
it's if like half asleep when he does it sometime, and he's like,
nah, he's switched on.
Whoops.
He's so good. I got told love you on the phone once.
Yeah.
Yep. Some guy. All right, thanks. Love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Pretty good.
I didn't say it back.
Bad.
Do you think he thinks about it?
Yep.
Do you think he's like, he drove away? He didn't say it.
No, I think he's the kind of person who just says it at the end of every call.
Did I come off too strong?
Because I used to do that a bit when I was younger.
You used to be a real
weird thing.
You used to be a real weird dude. You quit your job. No, you didn't quit your job. You just didn't show up for a shift. Reddy, Grou. What?
What was that about? I remember that.
You worked at Superbarn?
Yeah.
And you were like, Reddy, Grou. What the hell is Reddy, Grou?
Yeah, I
Can't be
remember that
bothered.
being a thing. Reddy Grou.
No one ever said it. You were the first person to say it. It was probably an inside joke with you and your friends. And you're like, I'm Reddy Grou.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Reddy Grou. I don't remember exactly where it came from or what it means. But yeah, that's a good reason not to go to work.
And then, like, maybe a month later, you weren't working there anymore. But since then, you've had the best work ethic I've ever seen of anybody ever.
Yeah, I'm the workest.
You are the workest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I work sick.
Oh, so good. What a man. So we drove to Kuta.
Why?
Oh, just for a day.
Yeah.
We went for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Stayed up hanging out with Mum and Tony. And then we ended up watching like bread making videos where they made like a damper in a wood fire, like a camp oven thing.
Yeah.
But they'd make burger patties and put it into the thing first.
Yeah.
So the bread baked around the burger patties.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Pretty fun.
And now I want to do that.
Okay.
So for a How to Kevin, look
You
up
want to do the burger bread thing?
make me a burger. Make me make a burger.
We'll see. We might make some burgers.
That'd be fun.
Maybe just some normal ones.
I've worked out that burgers are my favourite food ever.
Okay.
No, I don't know. Like, I know it's like, a burger. But have you ever had a burger and you just go, damn.
Well, let's work on making the best burger.
The best burger.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Like, because I only, like, it's got to be beef mince.
Maybe. Do we make our own buns?
Nah. Yeah. How big is that
Let's
cut
learn how
going
to
to be?
make brioche buns.
I don't know. Yeah.
Brioche is a very very buttery bread. It's so tasty.
And it looks like butter.
Yeah, and it's squishy though.
Let's make brioche buns, but like 10 times the butter. So it's pretty like it basically
Just a
melts
ball of
butter
butter.
in
Yeah,
your
okay.
hand. We're going to add 10 kilos that week.
Yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, so I'm finally getting my donor car. Flying to Melbourne at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Driving it back.
So do you know if it works?
Yeah, it runs. I've seen videos of it running and driving and moving and everything.
Is
I know
it?
it all works. I know he drove it 200 kilometres back to his place when he first bought it only a couple months ago.
Is this the guy who was like, you can have this, but this?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You convinced him.
No. Even though he didn't go by the original price, even the price he went up to was like half what I could find the
Still
same
a
car
dick
for anywhere.
move.
You should have dick move, but
You
I
should have
understand-
bargained 50% off that.
I understand why he did it, and English is not his first language. I don't think he understands at all what he was doing with the prices. He did it in a confusing way, but I kind of see why he did. And
How?
he paid. It's pretty much. He's not making a profit on it. I've seen his little. He had screen caps of the chats he had with the previous guy, and the everything.
So you talked to him.
I talked to him like, yeah, okay, no, that's fine price. I'm happy to pay X amount.
And he was lovely about it.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Is
about
he
it.
going to offer you a coffee when you get there?
I don't know.
Do you want one?
I don't know if he knows the word for coffee. He might make me a tea.
Oh, that'd be fun.
But we'll
What
see.
if it's like a... What are they? Peyote. What if
Yeah,
it's
he
a
might.
peyote tea? And
I
then
don't
you're
know.
driving home for 8 hours on a peyote trip.
I think he's Chinese. I don't know if Chinese people do peyote.
Probably not.
Anyway.
But you said a tea. I just
It's
assumed...
Chinese
I just
tea,
assumed-
all the tea in China. That's the thing.
You're saying Chinese people don't have coffee?
No, they have tea.
But surely they have
No,
coffee.
but tea is like their thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'd say like Indian would be tea.
They're all tea.
They're all tea?
All of Asia is
All
tea.
of Asia, okay.
Yep.
Well, I hope it goes well.
Yeah.
I hope you pick up your car and it's everything you dreamed of.
Yeah.
Seeing it's running, do you have to pull it apart?
Yeah, to make my other car better.
Can you get a donor car for that donor car and then I'll drive that one?
What we could do is take the parts off my one and put it on the other car.
Is it better?
It's LPG.
So that's better?
No, my one's on LPG, and I want to take the fuel system off the other car, the donor car,
Yeah.
put that on my car.
Yeah.
And then we could put the LPG stuff on the old car.
Okay.
The other car. Yeah.
No, sounds like a...
LPG's annoying.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
burns through it too quickly.
I don't understand things.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Alright.
Anyway, so in news,
Did I tell you about my week?
yeah, you'd worked or something. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, I ate a burger. I might have.
Yeah, it was a
said something.
burger. You went to Canada.
All
The
right.
whole thing.
So,
Okay, so news.
news. Hold on.
Hamish.
News.
Hamish Blake he got in trouble recently for a joke he made, and he has apologised about it, which I was a bit annoyed about. But
He has apologised.
yeah,
Oh,
pretty lame. Although it was a pretty whatever apology.
what's the joke?
So they've got this segment on their podcast called it's something like I could do that job for a day, or like jobs you could nut out for a day. And he's like, well, like, you know, I've done a lot of Googling and, you know, I've got like 20 years experience seeing the GP. I think I could be a GP for a day kind of thing.
Oh.
Like, it'd be easy. And like...
Why would he apologise for that? It's clearly a
No,
joke.
it's fine. Like, whatever. Who cares? It's like, yeah, obviously a joke. And yeah, doctors were outraged. He got heaps of letters and stuff from doctors. I'm like, fuck doctors.
You know
They're
what?
the biggest losers on the planet.
You know what it is?
What?
People generally get upset because there's a hint of what he said that's true, and they're trying to justify their role.
Yeah, because the googly people.
Well, because it's like, no, it's...
But and also, most GPs, they don't... like it, and like he was saying as well, you know, if you got anything serious in, you send them to emergency or to the specialist. You know, GP, it's easy, you know.
It is a referral, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I've only gone to one doctor in the last, 10 years that was worth my time. That was good.
You go to a reflux doctor and you'll be...
I will...
That'll be worth your time.
Oh, that would be... Yeah. But I've got to get a new GP. The one that I had a kid and moved to Sydney. So, oh, man.
Yeah, I got a good one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so I usually go to this guy. And he is the worst doctor.
Yeah.
He's... Like, you walk in, he's disinterested, doesn't want you to be there.
So don't go to him ever again.
You tell him what's wrong,
Yeah.
and he kind of guesses. And then when you have to prompt questions about, aftercare. You're like, so, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you could do this. Will this do this? It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So,
You need a lady doctor.
I do. They are better.
They just chatter a lot. Yeah.
Well, the one that I went to that was really good was she's... You know, I've been to shitty GPs, so you just go in and you kind of just give them the information and
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
What have you got for
That
me?
doesn't sound like an emergency. Have some antibiotics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the doctor that I went to that cared, I went in and she's like, sounds like you've got a lot going to work through. Let's focus on this one.
Yeah.
And she went through everything, and she's like, everything else, we'll have to book a longer thing. But this, let's work on it. And she was just like, the best.
I like how Hamish Blake gets in trouble for making obviously a joke about how easy it would be to be a doctor for a day.
And we shit on
And
doctors.
then we've just crapped on doctors.
Well, you know what? Maybe be better.
Yeah.
Be better. And that's it. Because it comes down to doctors who don't give a damn. Of course.
And Google is better.
No, I don't believe that.
I do. No, I don't like
believe
Googling things.
I hate Google doctors
Yeah.
who Although it is just a referral system, a GP these days.
Yeah, and a prescription writer.
Unless you're the GP that I had.
And the one I had that was great. And fixed my reflux, basically.
I will have to go to a new doctor.
Yeah.
I've heard so many people go to doctors, they go through information and they just go, that was the worst.
Yeah.
I know someone who was...
Alright, but first you'll need to unlock your device.
No, Alexa.
Wasn't talking to you. See, shit, doctor. Did you say okay, Google?
No.
Is that what happened?
No.
Okay, Alexa.
Sometimes, I don't know. She just kind of activates sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, my news... I forget what it was.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, wasn't very good. Woman savagely, in the title of the news.
Yeah.
Woman savagely pulls out measuring tape at club to check a man is a certain height.
Yeah.
You know, if I read the start of that and I'm like, she's doing what?
Yeah.
But it was about height.
Yeah.
Because there's heightists these days.
There are a lot of female heightists. And because the thing is, they don't know what 6 foot looks like. Because a lot of them, they're like, only if you're over 6 foot. But the thing is, they've got no idea what 6 foot is. You could be like 5'3", they're 5'11", and go, yeah, I'm 6 foot. I'm like, wow, 6 foot shorter than I thought. They're idiots.
I've got a man, he's 6 foot.
They don't even know why they want 6 foot. There's just like a number in their head that's like, yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah.
They don't know shit.
Yeah.
They're just like...
Short girls.
They just bumble around.
And you know what? Like, Stu is shorter than his wife.
Yeah.
He calls her a tree. It's hilarious. But it's never meant anything. Although I will say, when I've got my work boots on and I'm like a giant to Ellie, I feel like, hello. I feel macho. When I don't have my boots on, she's the same height as me, so it's kind of just regular conversation.
Yeah.
I don't feel better than anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so dumb. And they do need a measuring tape because they don't know. They can't tell at all. They could have seen a million different people all saying they're 6 foot. They're all of varying degrees of height. And they're like, oh, wow.
Maybe she'd been
I
stooped
guess I
before.
don't know how
Maybe she's the one smart female being like, you know what? I genuinely have no idea. I will take a tape measure. But who cares?
And like it matters for, it's like, she's like, you know, oh yeah, he's attractive, funny, nice, really like him, we get along really well. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh.
Nope.
You do not
Sorry,
fit
buddy.
the criteria. Although, could you imagine if we walked into a club with
A tape measure around the waist.
no, like a scale,
Yeah.
and just put it on the floor as you're dancing, like slip it on. She's stepping on the scales.
Yeah.
Like, you weigh 1
great.
kilo too many.
Yeah.
One too many beers tonight. Although, as we've determined, you can get fat very quick.
What are you talking about?
We've determined it.
Oh, we've gotten very fat very quick, yeah.
No, you have. Your scales are the worst, okay? You weighed like 3 kilos more than your weight.
I don't even know where I got them from. I didn't buy them.
Maybe someone threw them out and you're like, oh, some scales. Because they're dodgy scales.
No, I don't.
You know what? Patron, you've just paid for a good set of scales.
Nah, we don't need
It's part of it.
No.
Oh, it's like literally the only thing we
These
do.
are fine scales.
Oh, they're not.
Just because we're putting on more weight. Look, we're
No.
getting measurements. Sometimes you just got to step on it a few times for it to settle in.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
since you've started this weight challenge, you're up.
Let's talk about weight. Yeah, because I've been eating.
Your
Yesterday.
original weight was 103.2.
Yep.
You're now 104.7.
You're welcome.
Okay, but even last week, at 103.4, which you had lost a kilo. No, you'd lost 100 grams.
Yeah.
Was still higher than your original weight.
Yeah, but yesterday I had KFC.
Yeah.
The day before that, I had an entire loaf of bread to myself. Not like a loaf of bread, the bread that we make, which quite an amount of bread.
Yeah.
That with honey on it. Wow.
You did message me saying that bread with honey, and I was like, oh, should I eat a loaf of bread?
Yeah.
But I didn't. You know what I did?
What?
I had burgers, and it was really good, but it wasn't, like, I love burgers. That's the thing.
Yeah.
My problem is, so we went to Kuta.
Yeah.
You're on that long drive. All right, what are we going to have for dinner? Okay, easy option. I'm not cooking. We're obviously not going to wait 100 years because I've got kids.
Yeah.
Let's go in and buy Macca's.
Yeah.
Junk food hill. Yes.
Yeah.
So we had Macca's. And then when we got to Kuta, like, oh, let's go out for lunch. Snitty with chips. And then I come back to Canberra. Geez, I don't feel like cooking. Can't remember what I had.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't good. And then the next day was KFC. And then the next day was burgers.
Yeah.
I'm eating shit.
I have so many leftovers at all times that whenever I don't feel like cooking, there's always leftovers there. Also, I've been doing canned soups sometimes. They're not great.
Chicken and
They're
corn.
not all sorts of different ones. There's one, potato and bacon.
Potato and
good
bacon.
soup, yeah.
That sounds good.
They're probably awful for you, but like
Salt levels.
they're so cheap. Salt's fine for you. Like no, salt's fine. It's only Americans who freak out about salt because they don't understand anything.
It's the doctors who are wrong.
Yeah, but they're so cheap and so easy to just whip up. Just put it in the microwave or put it in a pot, however you want to do it. And it's like, hey, there's a quick meal.
Yeah,
They're satisfying though. Like you're going to be full until dinner if you have one of them for lunch.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to be lazy, that's a better option than going out to Macca's or whatever.
I'm definitely buying a burger for lunch.
Get a bunch of cans of burgers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we used to do the hearty vegetables soup, but we'd put it in the curried sausage, and it just melds in with all the flavours, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, they're good things.
Anyway, so this week, me and Jeremy tied on the weight gain because Jeremy was 104.7 and I was 142.5.
So we both put on 1.3. We're both fat dads today.
But I'm still lower than my original, so I'm alright.
And Phantom Fatty is
The same.
The same.
So
pretty unproductive week all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to know. So in which case, we have to determine a winner.
With Mountain or Molehill.
With Mountain or Molehill.
It's time for. And we have some fun comments.
Alright, let's geese.
Yep, so the mountains were Moody People and Broken Belts. Moody People won. Congratulations. You are Dad of the Week. Here is your trophy.
Awesome.
You win.
A pre-drunk from cup.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, I'll wash it for you.
It's me, Daddy.
There you go, 3 wins.
Well, I'm just going to do this.
Yeah. Why?
Because it just says Dad.
Okay.
All right.
Moody People. I particularly don't like Moody People when the Moody People is me. And
That
Sue
makes sense.
says, belts, period, are a mountain, whether they break or not. Oh, yeah, because we talked about the dead thing. Sue says, no, I was dead. I died from alcohol poisoning. I drank a whole bottle of tequila. They had to start my heart with a defibrillator and bring me back to life. If they didn't use that machine to restart my heart, I would have stayed dead.
So is she alive or dead?
When I was in school, they did teach about finance. It was called commerce. What the F does school teach today? The education system needs an uppercut. They teach literal crap these days.
Yeah, it is all environment and feelings.
Yeah, they need to know money. Money is like I hated money when I was a kid. Just hated it. It was like, whatever. Money's stupid. All this. It is like the most important thing in the world.
The most.
It really is.
And you know what?
Like, it's your worth, really.
It's bread and butter for everyone.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, you can, like, people put in, but love matters and family and all this. Yes. But that doesn't mean money doesn't
With
matter.
the cost of living, maybe you need to think about money. You know what I did this week? I taught Opie to mow the lawn.
Yeah, nice.
And he already got money for it last time. Right? We made a deal. All right, I'll give you this money, but you got to do some jobs for it. Mow the lawn. But that was a couple of weeks ago. We ended up getting him to do the lawn this weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Here's 5.
Yeah.
Because hard work matters.
Yeah.
And hard work will earn you cash. And if you reward with hard work, you'll teach these kids money feels good. Doing work gives me money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's important to learn hard work gets money and that it's good to have money. But it's also very important to learn what to do with that money and how to deal with it.
Well, he put it straight into his money box.
Cool.
So he is saving it. And that's the one thing where I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to teach this kid some form of skill.
Yeah.
He's doing well. He's doing real well. He's very moody, but he's doing well.
I remember one woman I saw who did like this little, did with her pocket money for a kid. And in that would be like a portion, like she would take out a portion of rent and taxes or like for dinner or whatever. So they can learn that like they do get this money. They don't get all of it. Some of it has to go to this, that, and the other. Like, because like when you really get paid when you're in the real world, you get your money. That's not all yours. You got to put some of that to rent, some of that to whatever. Save some of your food budget, that kind of thing. So it's good to know that all the money you get, that's not just yours to spend or save or have fun with. It's all got to go somewhere.
That's fun, except it really breaks a kid. I remember seeing a kid get his first paycheck from... It was like an American thing.
Yeah.
It was like he got his first paycheck from Macca's or something. He's like, what the hell? And it's like, looks at it. It's like, oh, my taxes. Just all his money was gone. He was so devastated.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we do that too.
Well, she wasn't taking like most of his money.
No, of course.
It was like he got like, I don't know. It was a pretty good salary. He got like $20 or something, and like $4 of it was towards these things. It wasn't like a big.
And that's fair.
thing.
I mean, you see, even when we were kids, well, when I was a teenager and I was working and living at home, I would have to pay board.
Yeah.
And it was like, what, 15% or 25%, which was crazy. That was like my petrol.
Yeah.
And there's no way I could do that now. But realistically, we kind of have to teach that, don't we? We need to teach that you need to survive on this money, but you still need to pay the portion.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to work out a way. If you don't like paying this amount, you need to earn more.
Yeah.
So work that out. How hard are you going to work? I don't want to destroy the kids too quick, though, because living is hard.
Yeah. You're not destroyed by that necessarily. You can use that to better yourself. And
Motivate.
you can be proud of being able to control that situation a bit better.
At the same time, if you teach a kid to chase money young, that kid's going to earn some coin growing up.
Maybe. Or become a criminal.
Well, if people... So I was watching this guy, I can't remember his name, but he did this whole thing and he was saying, like, there are people who have certain hobbies. And he built this business, and then after the first month he got like 8,000. After a year he was on like 100,000 and building. And then eventually he earned millions.
Yeah.
And people are like, you've got this much money, when are you going to stop? And he's like, this is like my hobby. This is what I do for fun. So, but he was saying everyone who earns that top level they all feel that like imposter syndrome. They're like, holy shit, don't tell anyone. We've done something wrong here.
Yeah.
Like, because they don't realize that what they did and the formula that they built worked and got them a lot of money. But as someone who's poor, they don't know that.
Yeah.
And the first time you do it, you don't know that. I'm in a point where I'm like, oh, I really want to chase the money, but I don't know how.
Yeah, we're not in a good position to. But we can try.
We're great.
We're
great. We're not going to make money with this.
I'm working on it. I'm thinking of getting a second job for while Vera's at school.
Oh, you mean the free week you have?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, because I usually have that time set aside, so I say I can work at my current work on those days, and sometimes I'll get in if someone's on holiday or whatever. But usually that availability is kind of useless for my workplace.
Yeah, well, it's 6 hours. School time is never a good thing. But what you could do is look at after school care.
No, I don't even. No.
No?
No.
No.
I value my time with my child
That
more
is-
than any income I could make in that time.
Okay.
I want to chase the money, but not at the expense of that time.
So then you need to run your own...
Not necessarily. Yeah, I could do like a DoorDash or work for Amazon. There's a million things I could do in that
work
time.
for Amazon? Can we work for
Yes.
Amazon?
Yeah. Had a delivery the other day, and the dude rocked up in like this old 90s Pulsar,
Yeah.
or like probably early 2000s Pulsar sedan, stacked to the brim with Amazon boxes on all of the seats, all in the boot, everything everywhere. It's hilarious. Oh. And he's like, he had 2 deliveries for me. You got the one out, here you go. He's like, oh, hang on, there's another one somewhere. He's like looking through all the boxes, checking all the tags. You got to work out a better system, mate. But
Not the Pulsar. Yeah. Although, like, if I wasn't doing my job, I'd totally do that.
yeah, it'd be a cool way to earn some extra money on your downtime. Or, like, yeah.
Because I'm
Or
all
like a
for...
DoorDash or whatever.
I'm all for doing that. I'm all for... Like, I just want to do the drive to get the cash, to get the thing, you know? Anytime overtime comes up, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to do what you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, Mount a Molehill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and also I was asked, with that Glad Wrap belt, how do you take your pants down to pee? But I employed a different tactic for that week.
The
or
zip?
a couple of days. Yeah, through the fly. I've never done that before. It's kind of weird. A lot of people do it, though, apparently. Like 50% of guys
I
go
tried
through the
it.
fly.
I've tried it. I fear that moment that you're too quick.
Catch something. Yeah, it feels dangerous. It does feel dangerous.
Feels really dangerous.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't commit. Anyway, but because I won, did you already dad me?
Yeah.
Thank.
You're welcome. Remember I gave you the trophy and everything?
Oh yeah, I got the trophy, and then you drew it. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I wasn't here for that. Which means that I go first.
It does.
So, now, here on Dad vs. Dad, we've talked a lot about politics. We've talked a lot about our feelings towards certain things. And I just want to say, I really hate the racist defense. The racist defense. The people who, if you vote no for this most recent referendum, yes,
Yeah.
it's the referendum. If you voted no, people come at you.
Yeah.
You're a racist. You're a racist.
Yeah.
The Opie's first week of high school, some kid accused him of being a racist
Yeah.
and kept it going and kept it going and kept it going until he was bullied by like 20 kids at once.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
I had to get involved with the school. I got kids suspended. I was fighting tooth and nail.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of let it go. And that's exactly what's going to happen with this referendum.
Yeah.
But the fact is, I'm on a Simpsons meme page, which is enjoyable.
Yeah.
But for a week, well, not even a week because it hasn't been a week, but, a period of time after the no, there were people, you're a racist.
Those Simpson groups are full of the biggest losers on the planet.
Woke voters. They're the worst. And you know what? Because they were fine. But anyway, the no vote, I just want to clarify, I didn't vote no.
Yeah. Neither did I.
I didn't vote yes.
I thought you did.
I stalemated my housemate.
Oh, yeah.
My partner. We discussed what we were going to vote, and I voted against what she was going to vote.
Yeah.
And that way, neither of us got an opinion.
Yeah.
We stalemated. We were like, you know what? I don't care. This has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with her. We are just a part of this government system that's just bullshitting everyone.
Yeah. Now, it's fun. I just didn't vote because I just hate voting. So it's a waste of time. Turns out this whole thing was a huge waste of time and money. But yeah, it's fun. The loopholes and things these people jump through. Not loopholes. Fucking rings these people jump through to get to the conclusion that if you vote this way, it's because you're racist. It's because they've got all the facts and information. They know this, that, and the other. And so they believe that, well, I know all of this stuff, and it means it's better for these people if they vote this way. So, because of all of that, if they vote no, then they are actively saying that these people are worthless. Because that's in my mind, that's what I've come up with. That
if you're not saying yes, you're saying
it's because you're racist. There's no other reason.
Yeah.
In their mind, it's like, no. If you did as much research as I did, the conclusion would have to be you're racist if you don't vote this way. That's what not.
You know what?
There's a million reasons to not.
It really, really annoyed me that part of the referendum was, the first line was to acknowledge Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders as the First Nation people of this land.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that. I accept that. I want that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I support that. There's no denying that was a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, but they lumped it in with this pointless voice thing.
Yeah. So, technically, if you don't vote for number one, then do you deny that that's the case? Is that you know what I mean? It's like...
And there are also some people who voted no because they genuinely thought this was such a token gesture, such a waste of time, and these people need more as well.
I suggest that it should have been a vote for poverty levels. I really think that...
What to do with it? That's completely unrelated.
But I don't think...
That's not even on the cards. You're bringing in a completely different planet of things.
And so were they. With their, do you accept Aboriginal people as the people of the land? But also, do you want them to do... you can't add an... And also...
Yeah.
And it's okay for them to want their own voice in Parliament or regarding Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people.
Yeah, it would be like if in the gay marriage referendum they had, it was like, okay, we're going to do... If you allow gay marriage, but also you can't eat fish and chips on Saturdays anymore, or some weird, convoluted, unrelated thing. Yeah, in there together.
I mean, look,
what? No, I love fish and chips. No, you can't get married.
So they made it racist to vote no.
Yeah,
but also,
because the thing is, there were some people who are racist who vote no because they're racist, and so they also lump everyone else in with that group.
Yeah.
Kind of like with the Trump thing.
Yeah.
Some racists supported Trump, but he didn't have these racist values or anything.
Yeah.
But they just they lumped all that in together. Like, oh, well, if you vote for Trump, you have to be racist. Those are the rules. And so when he won, all of the people who thought that, they thought, oh my God, our entire country is racist. And same with this vote. So many people in their minds now think, oh my God,
Racist
everyone in this
Australia.
country is a racist. Like, so they're like scared for these Aboriginal people thinking, oh my God, they're going to get attacked because our entire country's racist. Like, no, it's not.
I just think you can't have a vote based on race. You cannot. Why would we do that? Why would we turn around and say,
Yeah, that's racist.
yeah, we are literally having a vote to separate our society.
Yeah, it's almost like the yes vote was more racist.
It's supporting of Aboriginal people, which is okay. That's fine. You can support Aboriginal people. But you're also separating their needs to our needs and saying that, I mean, is it a reverse racism?
Yeah.
If we say, well, no, why should they get a privilege
Yeah, it makes
we
them
don't?
a privileged race.
Why are we going to suffer in a way
Yeah.
that they will then have open benefits for? Also, how many fucking people are going to go, oh, well, I'm Aboriginal and I want this now? You know?
Well, that wouldn't matter. It's like you're not on the committee, mate. The committee.
Committee. No, but how many people are going to turn around and actually do that? I know one person who heard about the benefits of being an Aboriginal person, so they went through the... What's that thing that you can go for online?
23andMe.
No, it goes through the timeline. Ancestry.
Yeah.
So they went through Ancestry and found how deep their roots were to Aboriginals.
Yeah.
And then they used that as evidence to say, I'm Aboriginal.
Yeah.
And they then got the benefits.
Yeah.
That person has never had any issues, never needed anything,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden went through this process to get handouts.
Well, you could also ask, like, these people who they're probably very white and that kind of thing, their ancestors probably went through the worst things because these ones they were part of the stolen generation.
Yeah.
They were bred out. That's a very monstrous thing that we did.
It's
And
a
now
horrible thing. I'm not saying that
so
it's...
their ancestors were far worse off.
Absolutely. And even the generation past that would still suffer with that.
Yeah.
Because, so, the way that genetically it works, it's like, if you... Okay, let's say...
By saying that now that, she's got no problems or anything because of the way she is, it's almost like you're supporting the stolen generation.
No,
Like,
not
that
at all.
worked out great for my friend.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that
yeah,
at
you
all
are.
because
You
I'm
are.
also
You're racist.
because I also believe in hereditary genetics based on trauma.
Yeah.
So what is it? It's passed down trauma. I don't know. It's a
It
thing.
sounds imaginary.
No, it's a thing.
No.
Because what happens is genetically your code will change, right? Someone who deals with PTSD will then pass those traits onto their kid. Not saying that kid will get PTSD, but they will be their brain will be built on a response that brain has made.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's
So
really fun.
it's actually a thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you imagine it, a kid who is brought into a perfect world with no problems, not like the stolen generation, the kid who has been brought into a world with no problems has this genetic code of there's so many problems. That kid's going to be constantly dealing with that repercussion.
Yeah. But
So,
there's also another billion other genes in there from all the other...
well, yes, from everything else. But it doesn't just affect Aboriginal people. Anyone dealing with mental health and PTSD and bipolar, if you have a bipolar mum and they pass that gene on to their kid, that kid is guaranteed to have mental health issues.
Guaranteed, 100%.
If that mum has any in her dealings, she's absolutely... You can't go through life with a bipolar disorder
Yeah.
and not pass some of those traits to your kids.
That I don't think that's like they might get some. I don't. There's a lot of people who don't have any mental issues whose parents do have mental issues.
So, and okay, that's fine. But if you're passing down genetics, and if you're raising kids with mental health, don't you think the best thing for that kid would be to support mental health and help those parents so they can raise their kid properly?
Maybe. I don't know what this has to do with anything.
Well, this has to do with the fact that the no vote isn't necessarily racist. It's the fact that it's not just... It's segregation of one culture within a whole thing.
Yeah, melting pot of cultures.
You can't just have one. You need to support mental health as an issue. You need to support wealth as an issue.
That don't necessarily mean... Supporting these people doesn't mean... Well, then mental health goes under the rug. These
But
are
what
unrelated.
it does is...
There's zero correlation there.
No, what it does is it supports one more than the other.
Yeah, but maybe it helps their mental health issues.
Maybe.
And maybe that's at least one group of people who have less mental health issues now. So that's slightly sorted out. Now we can help the others.
I don't know.
It's not...
Because
like
I'm not...
You can't
I'm
bring
not...
that in. It's not related at all.
So this is why...
It's not like...
This is why
now we're going to deal with mental health because we didn't do that.
This is why I stalemated my partner.
Yeah.
Because I decided that it's not right for us to cancel someone getting support. It's also not right that, I believe so much on one side and so much on the other.
Yeah, that's
that
the
I
thing.
was like...
I agreed with so much on both sides.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so I was like, I'm going to stalemate.
this is dumb. I hate that you're trying to make us decide between these two things.
Yeah, because I also think
Stupid
that...
government.
Yeah, it wasn't a racist vote.
Yeah.
But being called a racist if you voted no, and the amount of people who support that was racist
Yeah.
is my mountain.
It's a very awfully run campaign.
From both sides.
Yeah.
Because the campaign on the no was, if you don't know, vote no.
Yeah.
It was like basically saying, it's okay to be ignorant. It's okay not to do your research. At the same time, where the fuck was the research? Why didn't people just like...
Well, an annoying thing was that almost all of the media, there's been like all the Facebook videos and all the writings and blogs and things are being written. They didn't dive into what this is about. They just talked about feelings.
Yeah.
They were just like, this would mean a lot to our people, and like, you know, it would show Australia can join together for our people, and like, it's time for Australia to step up. It's like, yeah, but what? Like the facts and the details of this, like,
Yeah, there's nothing
you're
wrong.
not saying it's all just fluff. What you're saying, it's just like,
That's what upset me about it, because I was like, I genuinely want to care, but like, what is this voice going to do? Is it just that? Is it just feelings?
yeah,
Is it the fact that we're not getting enough out of this? Anyway, it's
enough about your racist thing. My mountain is a serious one. It's relatable. Everyone has to deal with this in every aspect of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Dust.
Yep.
Dust comes in many shapes, forms, and everything. Basically, any tiny particles is dust.
Okay.
You get it all around the house. Everything gets covered in dust. You have dust all the time, 24/7.
Yeah.
Or your house just gets a thick layer of crust in places that you don't.
Crust.
Dust turns into crust when it all comes together. And
Well, how often are you not dusting?
I dust all the time, so that doesn't happen to me. But I've been in places. I've seen bathrooms where it's a carpet. In my old place.
I found ducted heating systems, especially the roof ducts.
Yeah.
Just drop dust.
They're just going to throw it everywhere. You can like replace the filters all the time. Every day you replace filters. Going to get it anyway. I've got a dust filter right next to me here. That is off during recording because it's pretty noisy.
Yeah.
And it's just constantly filtering dust out of the air. I dust so often. All the surfaces. There's still always dust. It's endless.
You know what, though?
And it can carry dust mites.
Yeah.
which can cause allergies,
Yeah.
make you cough.
Yeah.
It's a bad time.
Yeah.
Regular dust, even without dust mites, can make you cough.
Yeah.
It's a bad time.
Look, I'm not going to deny that dust is a thing, but
It's bad for you, and it's everywhere.
It's really not that big of
It
a deal.
is a huge deal.
It's not that.
It's a huge deal.
It's not that big of a deal.
You obviously don't dust enough.
I dust heaps.
I don't think you do.
No, we're teaching the kids. That's part of pocket money.
Yeah. It's important. What do you dust with?
A duster, and also we got a power head vacuum, which kicks up the dirt, sucks the dust out of the floor.
Yeah, vacuuming a lot can help, and
Yeah.
mopping can help.
Yeah.
Everything helps to reduce the dust. See, we're doing so many things to reduce the dust, but it's still ever present.
At the same time, I see the dust and I go, need to do some dusting, and I know it's time to clean it.
And it's gross stuff. Mostly, it's like dead skin cells and stuff.
Yeah, it's fine.
Gross.
You're literally your skin.
Yeah, but I'm not dead skin.
No, it's a bit yuck.
It's a bit yuck.
I don't know.
Pledge wipes, though, for dusting. These wipes called pledge wipes.
Pledge.
They
Pleb wipes.
capture an impossible amount of dust.
Yeah.
And it just picks it up from everything. They're the most magical wipes in the world when it comes to dusting.
It's just dust. Like, it's not going to kill you unless you're
It
severely
might kill
asthmatic.
you. Yeah, it could kill you.
You know what I really loved?
What?
When me and Jeremy used to work at Godfrey's and they brought out Sorba,
Yeah.
and one of the tests that they did was they put like the vacuum head, but they put like this dust thing which would like suck in the air and everything. It'd suck in the dust, but it would show the dust mites.
Oh,
Crazy.
I don't remember that.
Must have been too traumatic for you.
Yeah.
Because you hate dust way more than anybody else in existence.
And it sucks. It's just like, it just settles on everything. It's so hard to stay on top of.
I just don't care. You know how you stay
shouldn't
on top of
care.
it? You're literally the I don't care that much about anything for
Care
everything.
about dust.
But dust.
Yeah, it
My
makes everything look yuck.
God. But who cares?
Feels yuck. In my old place, I had to vacuum like every day. If I skipped one day, if you walked around the house barefoot, you'd just suddenly be wearing socks because there's so much dust
See
And
that?
build up all around your feet.
How much dead skin are you losing?
Yeah, every minute.
Too much,
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just don't care that much.
Getting the filter made a big difference.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, we have the ducted system that's always dropping dust, and it's just something that we've accepted. This is part of this house.
And Vera used to cough a lot at night
Poor thing.
because of all the dust.
Well, that's... People cough.
Coughing's bad. It's bad for your vocal cords. It's bad for everything.
At the same time, building immunity.
Bad for your lungs.
Build immunity.
No, it doesn't build your immunity. Just
By-
assume you're allergic to it. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
Doesn't get worse and worse and
Yes,
worse.
yes,
and worse.
yes. You don't have cures for allergies. They just get worse.
Feel like...
The thing is, like a vaccine, it's usually exposure to the disease or whatever.
Yeah.
You can't expose people to the allergens to cure it. It just makes it worse. There are certain medications and things like antihistamines and that kind of thing that can stop your body reacting to certain allergies. But you can't cure
Literally
it.
complaining about the thing that exists around the world that just is.
It is the worst. Imagine life without dust.
Yeah.
It'd be like world peace. Everyone would be happy
I don't think
100% of the time. You can't disprove this, but I think dust causes depression.
You go into one person's house and it's dusty, you'll be like,
Yeah.
sad sack.
Or even a not dusty house. And they might be a sad sack because they dusted and dust got in them.
I'll tell you what dust is good for.
What?
You ever like open the blinds and the sun hits that ray and the dust just... That is so fun.
gross.
No, and the kids see it and they're like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
it's magical."
I remember the first game, I think it was a Call of Duty, to show that dust in when you see a light coming through a window and you see the dust in you, you're like, oh my god, games are real.
That game is awesome.
Yeah.
How good is that game and the dust bit?
Yeah.
You would never get to see that if dust wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Dust is great.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
You know what? At Easter time, when the kids still believed in it,
Yeah.
we used to do bunny dust.
Yeah.
It was really just flour on the floor.
Yes, that's not dust. That's
I
flour.
get like pissed off about it. Like, oh, the bloody bunny! I wasn't actually angry.
What about when you dust for prints?
Yeah. Dust isn't an issue at all.
Ah, it's a huge mountain.
Nah, not at all. No mountain. It's a molehill. A dust hill. So small.
I think if you got all of the dust together in the world, all of it, all of the dust,
Yeah.
it would probably be the biggest mountain.
Well, it's forever continuing. Although when you pick up dust, where does it go?
Wherever you put it after you put it down.
Yeah, but if you put it in the bin and then
Yeah.
they take it to a bin place and then they put it in the air, it's just dust in the air. Eventually cars travel it, it's back in your house. What are you going to do then?
Not all of it goes back in the air though. Some of it will be like compressed into like
It's still in a space.
it's in a space, yeah. Probably like pushed down into the ground,
How?
underground somewhere.
You know what? We've been talking about trash being a problem in the oceans forever. And trash, like, where are we going to put it eventually? You know, these big, like, holes that they put trash in and whatever.
We'll start eating it.
Well, now hear me out. Why are they not concerned about the buildup of dust, the forever created skin cells? You know, this is a big problem. No
need
one's
less
talking about
people.
it. No one cares.
Yeah.
Literally no one cares.
Everyone cares about dust.
You know what?
What?
When someone dies and you cremate them,
They become dust.
they do.
Yeah. You don't pour it over your house.
Are you saying burnt people are a mountain
Yeah.
problem?
Yeah.
You're going to be buried?
Yep. Stardust. Well, it makes up everything in the universe.
It's
a
beautiful.
mountain.
It's so beautiful. You're alright. Your mountain's dumb.
No, right. It's a good mountain. Yours is dumb.
I can't.
Because I think maybe you're actually a bit racist.
You know what? I'm not.
It's a racist mountain, and you're racist for thinking it. And anyone who votes it up is a racist.
See? Oh, please. Just. Vote yes. It's a mountain.
Yeah. Bye, Hungries.
We're going to continue. You can vote for us, and thanks for all the patrons for doing all the things that you do. You're going to buy us some new scales, which is very important for our life right now. Because Jeremy weighed
And
in.
maybe new video editing software as well.
Jeremy weighed in at 106 the first time he weighed.
Yeah.
Whereas I
Yeah, because they haven't settled yet. You got to wait for them to settle.
settle.
Yeah. A lot of scales you do. You don't just step on them one. If they're scales that live on the floor in your bathroom, you don't have to do this. But if there's scales that you move around a bit, you do have to step on it a few times to get them settled in.
That's bullshit.
That's normal.
Well, you need
Very
to put,
normal.
You need to put your scales on a flat surface and leave them there so that it can constantly be dealing with life's gravity.
No, we can just stand on it a couple of times.
So dumb.
And because we're using the same scales, using the same methods of standing on a few times, we're going to have an accurate difference each week. It doesn't matter if the weight itself isn't accurate, but if the difference is accurate, that's what's important.
I didn't listen. I saw you upside down.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's
isn't it?
fun. Upside down PowerPoint. Why?
Well, it's so that, like, if the thing falls out a bit, the Earth falls out first, so there's zero protection.
But the device still works.
Yeah, I don't know why that's there.
Bye, Hungries.
Bye.
We're dads.
We are.